welcome back. I am Wolfpaw, and this is the RaxPack. And today, I'm currently sitting in my ore processing tree, which, as you can tell, I'm not sure if I showed this on the last video or not. I can't remember. But I did start doing a bit of work on it. There's a bit of work to do on the back yet. Just need to finish up some leaves. And I also decided to make a magic tree, and this is like the very foundations of magic tree. It needs roots down here yet. I need to clear out some area. I obviously have to do a lot of work on this tree. I still have to put up the canopy as well. So there's a lot to do left on this tree, but for now at least it holds some stuff. And in the meantime, I've also been doing a whole lot of Thaumcraft. So if I were to do something like this and show you guys what I've been doing, yeah, I've been doing a little bit of research. Just a little, not too much, but enough to get us started anyway. And what we want to do first, right off the bat, is make a great wood wand, because this little wand that we have, it just doesn't cut it. So we're going to need 2 great wood logs to be put inside our arcane workbench, as well as some gold caps. And I think I'm actually kind of low. Yes, I am on Perdito. So let's go find a node. Nodes with Perdito in it. Anywhere, Ignis. There's a Perdito node pretty nearby. We'll just fly over there really quick. Shouldn't take long at all. Also, my blood farm, or the magic farm, the blood magic farm, that's what I'm trying to say, working fantastic. We'll be upgrading that in the future. Not too long from now. It's partially why we're doing Thaumcraft right now. But let's see. Let's grab a little bit of this. It's so nice being able to see Wayla and have that update, so I don't sap everything out of there. Very cool, very cool. Alright. So now that we have this completely made, let's grab a couple wand cores. Or great wood logs, rather. So, whoops. Great. Oh, we don't have any great wood logs. Interesting. So let's go cut one down. I swear we had some. Maybe I used them all for something. Who knows? But I do know they're quite easy to find on this map. Like, there's 3 right here. So let's go get them. They're very nearby. And my axe will make short work of them, don't you worry, no sir. Let's see, how many should we cut down? Oh, nyonk. Look at it all. Super easy, and then a little bit of lag because so much tree. So much tree. Awesome. So now we have, what, a couple stacks, great wood logs, and we still have more to collect too. Look at all this. Yeah, see, this is why we need the, what do you call it, the axe of the stream, so that we can get all these leaves despawn, so we can get all this stuff. Ugh. Alright. I think that's most of it. Most. And apparently not. There's a bunch over here I didn't even see. A little more. A little more. Alright. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so that should be all we need for quite a while. Now let's just... Hello, hole. Let's fly on back. Base is looking good so far. Can't wait to get a tree up here too. That's partially why we're doing Thaumcraft, is because I keep running out of wood. And I need some wood. So I'm going to make a little wood farm. But to do that, we do need a better wand. And we're going to need some some caps as well. So let's make some nuggets. And clean up our inventory of junk. So we don't need that there. We can put away those. We don't need so many of these. In fact, all we need is 2. And we can put away the gunpowder, this egg. I think that should be good enough for now. These arrows. Now, we need a couple pieces of gold. And also, you guys are probably looking at my AE system and saying, hey, where's all that redstone and stuff? Don't worry, I've converted everything into blocks. I've been getting so much stuff that I've just converted it into blocks to save on space. And it's still getting kind of packed in there. But that's mostly item type. Less actual items. But yeah, I was up in the thousands of ingots, especially tin. I think I have around like 6,000 tin, something like that. And this guy's just chugging away. I did move it because it finished the area over here, and now it's mining in a 32 by 32 this way. So I moved it 64 blocks from where it was, which was over here, right at here. So it should be mining all that area way over there. Good stuff. Because it would be mining 32 blocks to here, and then he's mining 32 blocks here, and then 32 blocks out. So we're basically going to kind of move it around in a circle around our base until we get all the stuff we need. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't pick up some things. Like, I don't think it picks up lodestones. I don't think it picks up copper. I'm not sure if it picks up copper or not. And I don't think it picks up Certus quartz, which is a little strange. I have it on an inverted, so it should pick up everything, but I don't know. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Let's put in the 2 great wood logs and our wands. Now we have a great wood rod, and now we need to make 2 caps like so, and put our wand in there, which is already in there. And now we should be able to place our wand like so and get a great wood wand, gold banded great wood wand. Awesome. So now we don't have to carry around this junky one everywhere. So what I'm going to do off camera real quick is go fill this bad boy up, and then we can get back to doing some of the stuff that we need to. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I did charge up my wand. I also made some of these fancy items here. We've got arcane stone blocks, arcane pedestal, and a runic matrix, and they're pretty easy to make. Here, let me show you. This is a runic matrix. Take some shards and ender pearl and stone blocks with some magic in there, and you make these just in that arcane workbench, so it's pretty easy. Then the pedestals are just like so. Pretty easy, eye shape inside a crafting table with a little bit of air in it. And then now I'm going to have to make this arcane mystical construct. Words are hard. And I'm going to need some of these stone blocks. Perfect. Now, if this is the center, I need my blocks to end up... Hello? Hello? Excuse me? Hello? Okay then. It's a little weird. They just disappeared on me. That was bizarre. Anyway, we're going to set them up in a pattern just like this, where it goes too high. And now I'm going to, whoops, didn't mean to place it there. Place it on top of this torch, and then I'm going to put the runic matrix on top, just like so. I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of this torch. I'm also going to place a pedestal right there. And now to make this an actual runic, into the actual infusion altar, which this is what this is called, by the way, we just right click with our wand with 25 of each aspect, and ta-da! We have the super fancy matrix. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place pedestals in such a way that it balances the magic across the room, if we were to be doing any magic anyway. So I'm going to be placing 3 just like that. Now that should be balanced. It's almost like a circle shape. Now it's not as balanced as it could be, because this is a very tight circle. This actual construct can get absolutely massive, and I think it's 12 blocks in each direction out from this center pedestal that things can actually interfere with the pedestals. So it could be better, but we don't have the space for it, and that's just kind of how I'm going to leave it for now. So this is a super fancy way of crafting, and we ended up with one extra pedestal, which we'll be using later, so don't worry about that. But now, the first craft that I want to do, like I said before, was getting a tree farm going. So what I'm going to do is, if we look into our book here, I did a bunch of research into golemancy, as you can see. And we're going to want a golem core chop. Now, to get a golem core chop, we need a harvest core, which, you know, we can do that relatively easily. But we also need an axe of the stream, and to get an axe of the stream, we have to do another arcane infusion with a thaumium axe, water shards, and greatwood logs. So we're going to walk through all these infusions really quick here. So we need 3 thaumium ingots, and thaumium ingots are made... Apparently we can't click on it, so I'm just going to have to go right to it. 4 precantatio, and 1 piece of iron. So as you guys probably noticed, on these greatwood logs that we have here, there is some magic on them. I think I've scanned greatwood logs in this instance. Yes, I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we're going to need 3 of those, so that means we're going to need 12 total. And we're going to need iron. 3 pieces of iron. We're also going to need a diamond, a water shard right here, and what were the other things? Artifice, another greatwood log, and another water shard. And it's actually good practice to take multiples of these guys. So what I'm going to do is actually take 3 more water shards. And there's another way that we can do this as well. I'm going to take another diamond and 2 greatwood logs. Great wood. There we go. And that's 3. Just like that. So that should be everything, right? Let's check before I go running off. Right. And we're actually also going to need some aqua and arbor. This is something I forgot. We actually need aspects to go in with these guys. So in order to do that, we need to melt them down into their essentia. Now, to do that, we need alchemy. And I've already done this as well. So we're going to need arcane stone blocks, which we have, another crucible, and a furnace. So let's make a cauldron. Easy enough. Just place that down, hit it with a wand, mine it back up. We also need... What else was it? It was... trying to remember here. A furnace. Easy enough to make. Alright, and then we have all that, and now we're going to need a bunch of these. Oh, I'm going to need some silver wood. I need some silver wood. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Alright, so I think I know where there's a magical biome / a silverwood tree. If we go to Overworld, mangrove, greatwood, new bowl, obelisk. Apparently I don't have one here, but this looks like a magical forest right here. So over here we should be able to find some silverwood trees. So that's where I'm going to go for that. But first, let's just set some of this stuff up by creating our little burner here. That is not the table I was looking for. This is not the table you are looking for. arcane stone blocks all the way around, and the thing that I'm forgetting, crucible, that's it. Alright, alchemical furnace. Now I'm gonna put this dude, actually we're gonna keep it down here. I'm gonna do other alchemy inside there, but for now essentia distillation is gonna be here on this back wall, starting here. Yep. And then we're gonna have 4 of those alembic guys. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab that those silver woods, and then I will be back to show you guys how to make this stuff. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's a silver wood tree. I'm just gonna chop that guy down, even if... Hello? Okay, there we go. Just a little bit of lag there. And then there's also these little shimmer leaves that I'm gonna collect with a shear, because they are useful for getting rid of taint in the future if we need it. And, oh, okay, so apparently that's gonna be nice and slow. That sucks. I'm gonna get rid of those. But I'm gonna collect up these leaves because they are, 1, useful in research, and 2, also I can use them to get saplings later on. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this for a little bit, and then I will be back once we are ready to use the logs to get the filters that we need. So I will see you guys in a bit. Peace. Alright, so we have all the silver wood that we need, so let's get started here. We're gonna need 4 of the filters here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And now we just put these up in the corner, put some buckets in the center, get the iron that we need, and 4 more gold. And I'm out of V. Insufficient V. What am I missing? Basically aqua. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's just run out here. I'm actually going to look around at some of these. Water, fire, talum. Let's do that one. We're gonna need all of them, but I will be right back. Alright, so this should take care of that, no problem. And now if we just fly back into our thing here. Oy. This is gonna be a pain. Come on, let me in. Oh my goodness. There. Alright, so we have it on the back wall here, so we just need to put 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Let me place you. Ease. Thank you. Alright. So now what we need are some tubes, which are these guys right here. We need a little bit of quicksilver, glass, iron, and gold, as well as water in our wand, and a couple other things. So let's grab quicksilver, which we have a ton of. We'll make a few tubing here. Iron, so we're gonna need 32. Gold, actually we don't need this much. We'll split all of this. And 8 glass, which we don't have that much of. Sand? We have hardly any sand. How do we make sand? What can we do to make? We can crush gravel, pulverize. Alright, I'm gonna pulverize some cobble for the few sand that we need. Shouldn't take very long. Interesting. Why are you not getting taken out? Ah, there's stuff cooking in here. Why is this running so low on power? Why are you backstuffed? Something's wrong here. Am I out of power? Is the first question. What goes? No, there's tons of power. I think what I may have done is accidentally unlinked some of these, because I used this for the mining system. So I think what we need to do is set, but you're receiving power. We'll try this again. If we do this, we should be giving enough power to the whole system. Linked. Right? Right. So, you should be good to go. What are you outputting at? We'll increase input and output to 4,000 each. So that way make sure everything gets the same amount of power. Or enough power. Did that fix it? Output levels? Yeah, it did. Check it out. Nice. Lots of stuff going now. Wait. Sort of? Yes, they're getting enough. It just needs to fill up evenly. So it'll take a little bit of time, is all. But we can run this in here, and this ought to grind down into sand and get exported. Nice. And then by the time that's done, we should have more than enough sand. Let's get off of that sand. 2, 3. Nice. And we'll smelt those. So then we should have plenty of tubes for here and in the future. Let's go make them. And we will do this infusion, don't you worry. I won't stop until it's done. Come on, let me in. There we go. This was the wrong room. This one's significantly easier to get into. Alright, quicksilver on top, gold on bottom, iron on the sides, and glass in the middle with our wand, and 18 should be enough for now. So, what I'm actually going to do is set it up like so. Or maybe I should make those into valve ones, huh? How does one make a valve one? Oh, you need more of these guys, huh? No, that's filter. What are the valve ones? Send you to lever. Does that take V to do? Yes. Because I'm going to want them to be able to be turned on or off, because I'm going to want what do you call, actually, right, this should be okay. This should be fine for now. What we do need though are now warded jars and labels. So if we do a warded jar and label, it takes 1 aqua and glass panes and slabs, and then slime balls and stuff for these labels. Labels are easy. We can just do slime balls. Let's make those real quick. Label. Do I not have the slime balls required? I don't have the paper and ink in here. That's all. So 8 should be fine. And now we just need the warded jars. How much do I have in my wand? I don't have my wand on me. Let's see, we need glass. So sand, what are we at? 32, 38. Good enough for now. Get all these cooked up. Just like so. Yeah, we'll grab them all. Why not, right? Simple enough. Last 3. Awesome. Did we get more out of that than we were supposed to? Got 43. I thought I only grabbed just 38. Maybe I'm just thinking weird. I don't know. So, in here, we need a bunch of panes. I'm gonna make a... Hello? There we go. So I'm gonna make a few of those. And it goes something like this. And we're also going to need slabs. Forgot the slabs. Slab. We need 9, so... we'll just grab a bunch. Just for kicks and giggles. Or giggles and kicks. Whichever you prefer. Doesn't matter. That was derpy. Alright, slap those in there. Did we seriously not have enough D for that? Alright. Let's grab some more. I'll be right back. Alright, back this time with all the stuff we require. Perfect. So, now we'll just drop down into our little area here. And what we can do is set up some jars. So, what we're gonna want are a couple things for our first infusion. So we need, in Artifice, we can see under the access stream we need Aqua and Arbor. Now you have to melt down items that have Aqua and Arbor, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of coal. Wow, we have a lot of coal. That's not even a little bit of it. We've got 192 more blocks of coal. But so we have the coal that we're gonna need, and I'm gonna put away some of this junk that we just don't need. Okay. Alright, so now actually we needed that great wood. I'll just grab half a stack. Now what I need, I'm thinking here, whatever has water on it. I don't want to use the shards. What is good that has water on it that I have easily accessible in my system? Thinking, because water is not the easiest thing, because well, water. So we might end up getting a couple buckets of water. Because if we were to, or we could do bottles of water. Glass bottles are easy enough to make. Well, yeah, we'll do that. We'll grab some glass bottles, and we also need some log. Wood. Not great wood. I just want regular wood. This'll be fine. Let's actually scan it just to be sure. Where did you go? Back into my inventory. 4. Perfect. So, for our first infusion, we need to make... we need to put some coal in here. And we'll start with the wood first. You know what, that should be more than enough. We'll just dump the coal in there, and what it's going to do is going to drain all the aspects out of there, pour it into the arcane alembics here, and then it goes through the tubing and into the water jar here. So this should be plenty of the arbor aspect. We should have tons in here, but it doesn't say, isn't saying. Why can't I see? Because it should display how much is in there. Alembic is empty. Did I clear it by accident? No matter, it doesn't matter. We have plenty here. I'm just going to wait for that to drain out, and in the meantime we can grab some glass bottles. Now most of the infusion crafting I'm going to do is probably going to be off camera, just because after you've seen it once, you've seen it a million times, sort of thing. Just chuck this in the water. Chuck this on the ground. Has 1 water and 1 vitreous. Perfect. So how many of these do we need? We needed a dozen, maybe? So just hop through here. Come on, let me in, let me in, let me in. Come on. That was such a nice little hop too. Just ugh. The day I make a staircase for this is going to be the best day. All right. So there we have it, a whole bunch in that jar, and it's okay, you can just punch it and it'll pop open just like that. And what we'll do is just place it on the side here. Perfect. Now I'm going to put a jar there, and I'm going to start feeding this thing water bottles. And a couple things are going to happen. In here we're getting vitreous, so it's the leftover. This is one of the aspects we don't really want. And in here we have water that's just sitting in there, and it's not going to go in anywhere because it's meant to stay in there. Actually, the tubes can only handle one thing at a time, and since there's only 1 jar, it's only going to dump 1 aspect, and then it's going to keep the rest inside itself to burn up. So we're going to just dump some more water in here because we need 12. So it'll hold quite a bit in there, no problem. And then we'll wait for this. All 12 of those aspects should show up in there, and then I can take it off, put it on the side for later use, and then drop water in, just like that. And that gas means that it's not connecting, it's not... It wasn't losing any, it just didn't have anywhere to put it, so it was saying that it was blocked up and all that. So yeah, now we have the 2 aspects that we need, and if we were to take a look into our Thaumanomicon again, we needed 8 arbor and 16. Of course. So we need 4 more water. So we'll grab 4 more bottles. And that's annoying. Alright. Took more than I thought it did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll place the vitreous down first, just so it gets poured in. Perfect. And you can have a golem automatically do this for you, so that's something we'll be doing in the future, absolutely. Alright. That was all of it, right? Well, empty. Alright, perfect. So now we should have everything, and that's something you want to check to make sure, is that you have enough of the aspect you're using, because if you don't have enough, it's just going to sit there and churn, and it's going to take more essence in order to make this work. So that's important. Now what we need to do is get the Thaumium axe, and we're going to have to make our Thaumium ingots, which is relatively simple. We'll just fly up here, and actually, instead of using Greatwood, I think I'm going to use netherwort, because we have a ton of it. And each one of these netherworts has a aspect of magic on it. Single one, so we're using, we're going to dump less waste into the environment by doing it like this. And I'll just replant these really quickly. Come on. This soul sand makes everything so slow. Alright, perfect. We've got a bunch. So we needed 4 magic per craft, which means we're going to need 16 of these netherworts to be dropped in to the thing. Or no, we don't need 16. We need only 12. There we go. Because we're only making 3 ingots. 4 magic each, 1 iron. So we'll dump those in there, and then drop in 1, 2, 3 of those guys, and we got 3 of those back. And now what we can do, I don't have my wand on me. Here we go. All you gotta do, give this a little right click, shift right click rather, and it'll dump the contents of the crucible. And it doesn't look like we had any bad effects, which is kind of weird because usually you're supposed to get that kind of thing. So we'll dump that back in there. Actually, I'm gonna need it. Or we can use the wand previous that I had just to start the ritual down here. I need some sticks. Can I get sticks from you? Yes. Oh my goodness. Let me in. Alright. I don't have a crafting table in here. Sorry for the sort of scatterbrainedness of this whole thing. Let's see, we need our sticks and our thaumium to make the axe. Perfect. And my inventory is all sorts of bad right now. Let me in. Stairs, please. That's on my to-do list. Stairs. Alright, so we have the thaumium axe. We have greatwood logs, we have water shards, and we have diamonds, and we have all the necessary aspects. So, what we're going to do is get these guys on our hotbar. We need our diamonds. We are also going to need... just toss this out for now because... why are they just disappearing? Why did they just disappear? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Water shard, diamond. We also need 2 Hello, inventory. Lag, maybe? Let's just redo that, like so. I pick up some of this stuff anyway. And now what we're going to do is set this up in such a way that everything is balanced, is completely opposite of one another. So it doesn't matter what order it is, it's just as long as there's an item across from one another balanced as it needs to be. So now we have our aspects. We have our axe in the center, the item that's going to be infused with the magic items on the outside, and the items to be infused. And we have our extras, just in case things go badly, which they could. So we're going to turn up our volume just a little bit so you guys can hear this. I'm going to give this a right click, and you can hear the activation. Now it's going to suck up all of these aspects that it needs. So 16 water just did there. Now it's going to grab the arbor that it needs, and now it's going to suck up the items. And this is a pretty basic ritual, so it's not going to be incredibly taxing on the balance of the whole thing, so it should be pretty easy. And here we have a axe of the stream, which didn't get sucked into me. Now it did. Actually, I'm going to get rid of you. Ta-da! We have the axe of the stream. Now, that's pretty cool. I think that's going to be it, though. The episode should be probably well over 30 minutes long, honestly. I haven't checked. I forgot to start my stopwatch, and we've been fumbling around, so I figure we probably missed the 30-minute mark. But thank you guys for watching. Please do like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Today we did finish up our first bit of infusion crafting, and we got ourselves an axe of the stream, which will go towards, in the future, a tree farm. So we don't have to mine up any more of these logs for ourselves. We can have a golem do it and make everything really efficient, as well as actually use that tree farm to get more research aspects for Thaumcraft, which I'll show you guys how to do that in the future as well. And some of you who know already saw one of the items in there that would help me out to get some research points. But in any case, thank you guys again for watching, and stay classy, YouTube.